Hey everybody. I'm not sure if anybody's on yet, but feels like forever since I've done a sprint. I don't know. I think it's only been a couple weeks, but last week I wasn't on, so feels like kind of forever. Good morning, Em. What are you working on this morning? I wasn't really sure what to do. I have so much right now. My floor is absolutely covered in books. I've got to scan some more books into my bookshelf app. I have to do content planning. I have to do editing. I have to do some more planning for Old School April. Yeah, I kind of fell behind there a little bit because I find like last weekend, I didn't do anything for YouTube. And I didn't really have anything going on during the week either because I'll tell you guys about it, but we did have some stuff that we were dealing with. So I feel very behind when it comes to YouTube and Patreon and all the things. So glad to get back at it. Good morning. Hello, Jen. Hi. Feels like forever since I've talked to you and Jackie too. I know we chat like through DMs on Instagram and stuff, but I'm just really happy to get back to sprints. I've missed you guys. Like I said, it's only been a couple weeks, but it feels like longer. Yeah. So has everybody signed up for Old School April? I think that was the last video that I posted on the channel. So hopefully everybody is taking part. I know all of the hosts are super, super excited about it. So I've got a couple of videos coming up here. They haven't been shot yet, but I do have a couple of videos coming up here that I'm going to be going through the shelves to try to put together like a pile of possibilities. Like you guys know, I don't really do TBRs too much anymore, but put together a pile of possibilities for my Old School April reading and watching, of course. Trying to finish A Haunting on the Hill. Oh, okay, cool. I need to get back into some haunting books. I'm not gonna lie. Good morning. Hi. So excited for Old School April, winging it for the most part. And I mean, I know there's never any pressure for anybody with these readathons. I sometimes, and I think we do it to ourselves, we get caught in these loopholes of like putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. But what I like about this one too is there's a ton of different prompts. So it's like there's something for everybody there, right? You don't have to take part in all the prompts. You can just kind of slot books into the ones that you want to. So that's kind of cool. Silver Snakes. Got a few other things planned for April, but I'll be participating in Old School April. So it's a big month because I know there's something else. Jen, was it you who you were saying that you were participating in like a poetry readathon kind of thing? And I know like for me it's the 30th anniversary of Kurt Cobain's death, so I'll be doing some Nirvana stuff, and it's also halfway to Halloween, which is kind of crazy, but super excited for halfway to Halloween as well. So we'll be doing some watching and some Halloween themed books also. Finishing up Pages of Dune for the day. Excellent. Something I haven't read or watched yet is Dune. Not signed up yet, but definitely will. Participating last year was, it's funny because I think for a lot of us, I don't know, this Old School readathon has been a real highlight for a lot of our years. I know for me too, and I'm super excited because, like I've told you guys before, I've been super super slumpy at the beginning of this year, and I'm just really looking forward to something to kind of break me out of that. So really looking forward to April. And last year wasn't a great April for me either. I had a lot of stuff going on in my adult life, and even though I was a host, I had to kind of step back a little bit. So I'm really, really super excited for this year. After lurking last year, I'll be taking part in OSA this year. So excited to dive in. Oh, I'm excited. Yes, Blue Barracudas, chomp chomp. So excited. Doing a mini readathon for April for National Poetry Month. So that's awesome. It's just one prompt and a group read, which is a poem, of course, and super laid back. I think that's like the theme of everybody's readathons now is it's like, don't put too much pressure on yourself because we do that as readers, right? Uh, oh, birthday month. That's awesome. Actually, my husband's birthday is at the end of March. And it's like the Thursday right before Easter weekend, like the long weekend. So we've got a bunch of stuff planned. It's Matthew's 40th birthday. So he's just a little baby. He's hitting his big 4-0. So we'll be going out to dinner and doing some stuff. And I took that day off. So we'll have an extra long weekend together. So that's kind of cool. Blue Barracudas. Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen over on Instagram, we kind of dealt with a little bit of I wouldn't call it a flood, but a leak in our house. Our upstairs bathroom sink had a leak, and it was flowing into the cupboard below, going behind the cupboard, and it came down into the ceiling on our main floor. So most of this week, our house was full of dehumidifiers and fans and restoration people and all kinds of stuff and dealing with insurance. So that wasn't the greatest thing to be dealing with over the past little while. I'm not going to lie. I'm very tired. And then, of course, last weekend was my tattoo weekend. So I was already kind of run down after that. I did get tattoo flu afterwards, probably because I tattooed such a big area. So kind of that right into this whole thing with the house. It's been very difficult over the past little while. Well, Jen, you'll be 49. You don't look it, that's for sure. That's kind of crazy. I swear to God, when people ask me how old I am, I kind of have to think about it a little bit first, because I swear I still think I'm 17. Happy birthday to Matthew and Jen. Yes, and maybe I'll do a birthday vlog, because we do have a couple of things planned. So maybe I'll do a vlog or something and put it up on YouTube. Yeah, adulting is the pits. It absolutely is. And it's like, we came downstairs. We had no idea anything was going on. And then all of a sudden there was this big stain on the ceiling. And it's like, oh my God. Because anything with water just freaks me out because of mold and stuff. It's just awful. And like I said, I already wasn't feeling well. Tattoo is in the peeling stages right now. So I've been going around kind of just tapping myself because it's so itchy. But everything went well with that. It turned out to be almost 8 hours. It was just over 7.5 hours of tattooing last Saturday. And by the end, both me and my artist were very tired. We have one section left to go. On the inside of my arm and kind of down to my elbow a little bit. But then this arm will be done. So, but I couldn't do it. My pain tolerance was completely obliterated after about 7 hours. Even the last 30 minutes was almost unbearable. So we're just going to schedule in another session once this guy is all healed up and get the rest of it done. Dealing with water damage is the worst. It really is. Oh my God. So they did manage to dry out the ceiling and everything on the main floor, but up in the bathroom, they do have to replace the floor and the bottom of the vanity. So we're just waiting for the flooring guys to come in. So we're still dealing with it. But as of right now, hopefully we're done with having like really noisy machinery and stuff in the house for the time being. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it came out really, really well. So if you're new around here, I did get a cemetery themed sleeve on my right arm. So it's almost finished. And then I have a skeleton hand down here. Yes, the fingers did hurt a lot. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. It was very, very painful, and it swelled almost immediately. So he actually, when we started stenciling the rest of my arm, he put my hand in a glove full of lidocaine to try to kill the pain a little bit, which I was very, very appreciative of. And I'd say I went probably a full 3 days of my arm feeling like it was deep fried, but I'm really, really pleased with the outcome. It is awful. We dealt with a similar issue last year. It was a big ordeal, and we had to have lots of work done. Part of our wall and ceiling had to be replaced. We thought that because they had like a section taped out, and we thought they were going to have to replace it, but they managed to cut a small hole behind where our baseboard was and get a fan in there and a dehumidifier to dry out the inside. So luckily, we don't have to replace any floor or ceiling, or sorry, wall or ceiling, but the floor upstairs will have to be done. Tattoo looks awesome. Thank you so much. I'm absolutely blown away by it. He did such a good job. Yeah, so the cemetery that is across the street from the Haunted Victorian where I grew up was the inspiration of my sleeve. So he basically took some pictures of that and some additional pictures and put it all together, and it very much does look like the same cemetery that I played in as a child. So really, really pleased with that. Water issues seem to be a big thing. My parents had a leaky dishwasher and our fridge leaked and damaged the floor. It's just awful. I don't know. Anything with water is just freaky. All right. We're about 12 minutes in. I'm going to start the kitty. And like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to listen to. I've got my phone there. I'm going to put on an audiobook. And I need to get some of these books cleaned up. So I need to do some scanning into my bookshelf app and get some of these books put away and organized because they're just kind of all over the place right now. Love the new tattoo. Thank you so much. I grew up across the street from a cemetery on a dead end and have thought about getting a half sleeve. You know what? I'd say go for it. It was the one thing that I was like, if I had something tattooed on my body that was big and bold, it would be that cemetery because it had such a big impact when I was a kid. Hey, Amanda. Good morning. I hope everybody has a drink. I do, and I have some snacks. I did bring them. I don't know what I did with them, though. Hello, snackies. I have to find them. I do. Oh, here they are. I have one of these like Chalk XO things. Have you guys ever had these? They're like little chocolate cups, and this one is a lemon one. The almond butter is my favorite, and then I have my Smart Sweets fish, and I have just a drink over here. So I'm going to start the kitty, and hopefully everybody will have a good sprint. I'm just going to set it up. Oh, it's not up yet. I'm totally unprepared. Pomodoro kitty. Options. So we're going to go for 45. And then we'll have a little chat on the other side, and you guys can let me know what you're reading, and then I'll let you know what I decide to read too. I'm not quite sure yet. Put the kitty up here. There it is. Oh my goodness, it reverted. I don't know why it does that. All right. Okay, guys, have a great sprint, and I'll see you guys on the next side. Hi, guys. How did everybody make out? I actually decided to read, I started a little while ago, actually, and just kind of set it aside, is House of Shadows by Darcy Coates. And I'm only about 5 chapters in, but it's really, really good. And funny enough, it is what I wanted when I read Bluebeard's Castle, that we had the discussion on for the book club a little while ago. It has all of the spooky, it has the mystery and the intrigue and what's going on with this house and this man and his family and all of it. So I really enjoy Darcy Coates, I have to say. Um, a lot of her books are very similar, but some of my favorites, really. The Haunting of Ashburn House by her is one of my favorites. And this one takes place kind of in a different time period. So typically her books take place like in modern day. And this is, I don't know, say early 20th century, I guess. So really, really enjoying it and listening to it on audio. I mean, that 45 minutes just flew by. So really, really enjoying that. ED is here. Hello. Good morning, Matthew. I'm glad you're getting all of the elements you enjoy. Yeah, it's I don't know if that's why I've been so slumpy lately is I've just been really like kind of wah with my reading, with my books. So, um, maybe that's a little bit of it. So Darcy Coates has the ability to kind of break me out of that because I enjoy her books so much. I put on makeup. Oh, I mean that's pretty good for a Sunday morning. I don't have any makeup on. I watched Romancing the Gothic presentation titled 101.58 da 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 Haunted Houses credit and Shirley Jackson with Amy Bride. Also filmed a clip for my Week of Weird. Yes, so Week of Weird is starting up, and I'm not going to be participating this year because, like I said, I'm a little bit slumpy, so I'm very much mood reading right now. But good on you for actually getting some makeup on a Sunday morning. I have House of Shadows by Darcy Coates, but haven't read it. So I highly recommend this one. Like I said, I started a little while ago and then just kind of set it down. But it wasn't because it was a bad book at all. I just had moved on to something else, but it's really, really good. And it has all of those, cozy vibes that she writes so well. And so highly recommend that one if you already have it. Started The Fisherman on audio while beginning my massive closet clean out. Enjoying the writing so far. Yeah, that's something I've got to do too. Like the house very much needs like kind of an overhaul. So starting down here, getting all of this cleaned up, and then I'll just work my way up, I guess. I do have to clean out my closet, and there's a couple of things I wanted to post to try to sell. So I have to do that too. Finished a couple of chapters in between tending to the baby bats. Excellent. So everybody's getting their reading done, some closet cleaning, and sorry about the timestamps. I copied and pasted it. That's okay. I was like, what the heck is going on? I've been feeling a bit off for a while, using today to take control of what I can. Starting in my kitchen, I'm going to pick one cabinet a day, and that's the thing. Like, that's what I do too. Like, I'll take one closet or one cabinet at a time instead of like spending an entire day, like 12 hours of cleaning, and then you just don't want to do it anymore. So, meeting a friend for lunch. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have put on makeup. Yeah, I hear you there. We were actually, I wasn't really sure, but we were thinking maybe of going to see Imaginary this afternoon. It hasn't gotten great reviews, but I thought it was just kind of something to do. But I'm not sure. I don't know if I really want to go out. We were out a lot yesterday, so kind of want to chill. I'm going to be on Amy's channel a little bit later doing sprints, so I'm planning on, just getting through some reading, getting through my bookshelves and stuff at home. So I think we decided just to stay at home and chill out instead of going out. Spring cleaning in full effect. So it's going to be 19 degrees here today, which is unseasonably warm. especially for March. But then next week, we're getting like 40 centimeters of snow within 3 days. So totally in like fall spring right now. The Fisherman is my favorite book. Awesome. I haven't read that one. Hope you're feeling better soon. Yeah. I think, and I think we're kind of all in that period where it's like we're feeling a little bit off, like probably just with seasonal depression coming out of winter. We had the time change last week, and that always, I don't know if it affects you guys, but it always affects me for sure. Now I'm excited. I've been meaning to get to it for years. Awesome. I've heard it's a good one. I've heard of The Fisherman a few times actually. Just finished. Jackie just finished it, 4 stars. I should be working a little on my project, so close to completing, but don't want to get out of bed. I hear you on that one. I listened to some more of The Devil on Horseback by Victoria Holt. That's a new one to me. Hearts for Jen. Hate the time. I just do away with it already. I don't understand why we keep having to do this, honestly. And I'm somebody that it affects me so much twice a year. Like no matter which way the clock is going, I get affected by it. So doing the same, just a little organizing at the time, hoping it makes a difference. Yeah. A little bit at a time, and hopefully we'll get our houses cleaned up, right? I guess we're gonna have to do a little bit of painting upstairs with the leak that we had. So that's all dried out now. So we'll have to paint it over. Putting together a TBR for Old School April. Awesome. I was just saying, Amanda, I don't know if you were here right at the beginning when I said that I'm going to be putting together some videos where I go through my shelves and put together like a pile of possibilities for Old School April. So not constraining myself to a TBR, but just some books that, are kind of sticking out to me. Do away with the time change. Yeah. Yeah. Like, why do we keep having to do this? It's ridiculous. I like the falling back, just not the springing forward. Yeah. It's always nice to get the extra hour, but I don't know. I'm so sensitive to that kind of stuff. Like, no matter which way we go, it affects me. So, yeah. I got a bunch of books scanned into my bookshelf app. And I think they're making improvements to it too, because I know a couple of weeks ago, like even when I had my ISBN and I scanned it, like it wasn't picking it up. And now like it's picking up every single book. There's a lot more in, like, if you have to search it manually, there's a lot more in there to search. So I think they're making improvements to it too. So really super happy to have that. Just so you guys know, there's a book haul coming up on the channel later today. And the bookshelf app did come in handy when I was out thrifting this weekend, because I could just go into my app and search if I had a specific, I think it was a Sweet Valley High book, and just search and see if I had it. And it was great to have it there. So highly, highly recommend the bookshelf app if you are out book shopping. I struggle with dissociation because of my major depressive disorder. Me too. Me too. And it's one of those things, yeah, you totally do dissociate and it completely throws you off. So anybody who struggles with any kind of mental illness like that, I think it's going to affect a little bit more. I wish I could be one of those people that it doesn't affect at all and they don't really care. Maybe I should look into this app. I'd highly recommend it. It's just called Bookshelf. And so I have like dozens of different categories for all of my books and just scan them in. And yeah, it's really awesome. They do have a pro version. I don't know what you get that's more, but it's super cheap. Like even for the full year, it's super, super cheap. So I might buy that and just see what the difference is, even if I get it for like temporarily, and then I can let you guys know. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I'll just show you guys quickly. So this is kind of what it looks like. So I have like middle grade girls series, Sweet Valley Twins and Friends, Ellen Montgomery, YA series, Sweet Dreams. I've got all my point horror. So like it's all different categories of like how you want to set up your shelves. And then if I clicked on ghosty books, Like, these are all of the books on my Ghosty bookshelf, and you can sort them. So you could do them by publication order, you can do them by, like, alphabetical order. So, like, for something like Fear Street, where's my Fear Street? I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. So for, like, Fear Street, like, there's so many books in the Fear Street series that I like to sort it by publication order. Um, but then if I'm looking for a specific title, I can either do, like, just a search. There's a search function, or you can filter and just do it by alphabetical, and you can kinda see like that. I'm really enjoying it, and then there's, to scan your books, and you can do them individually, you can batch scan them, you can search them. So, like, there's a couple of my books that, like, they don't have the ISBN on the back, it's just plain, so then you can just search it by the title and put it in that way, like, it's really cool. It was actually Jackie told me about this. Like I said, I said in the video too, like, I'm not affiliated with them or anything, obviously, I'm not making any kind of money, but, just wanted to give you guys a good tool, so, yeah. I mean, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, so for us with big libraries that, we're not really sure what we have and what we don't have, I would highly recommend it. Okay, I'm gonna set up the kitty for another 45 because I wanna get back into my book. It's one of those ones that it's like it is very much like a Rebecca, like, you're wondering what's going on with this new husband, like, why is he so brutish and why is he so secretive and stuff, but it's done well, unlike the book that we just read. So really, really happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna start the kitty and bring her up. There she is. Okay, guys, have a great sprint, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Hi guys, I missed the kitty. I'm not sure how I didn't hear her mew, but I think I was caught up in my book there. It's really really good. The kind of the dynamic between the husband and wife. She's like super young, and it was an arranged marriage sort of thing, and the whole relationship between the two of them is building, and it's done really really well. Yes, please read it. Let me know what you think about it. Okay, bye, Jen. I'm sure you are already gone. Yes, hope you have a lovely lunch with your friend, and I'm sure we'll be touching base during the week. Yeah. So, how did everybody make out? I got all of the Sweet Valley collection scanned in now and put back on the shelf. Um, and I'm almost finished the Babysitters Club section as well. So I'll get those put back on the shelf. Um, so we're making good progress. I feel like, so that's good because I hate it when it's horribly messy down here. Get all my books put up on the shelf, and they're not in order necessarily. So I'm gonna have to do some reorganization here coming up as well. But yeah, so House of Shadows is the name of the book by Darcy Coates. Really, really good. Um, she usually never disappoints, I have to say. Nearing the finish line and downloaded the bookshelf app. Woohoo! Awesome. So I think I've got like 2 hours left of my book, and she's intriguing, so that's good. And I did mention it earlier, but if anybody is interested, Amy did put an announcement out on Instagram that I'm going to be doing sprints with her later on this afternoon as well. So I'm really hoping to finish up this Darcy Coates. And then there's another one that I'm reading out of the Red Eye series that's called Sleepless that I started a while ago. And again, I put it aside to read some other stuff. So I want to get that one finished as well because I'm hoping to start The Shape of Darkness, which is what we're going to be reading for my book club this month. So yeah, still going with the gothic feels, the dark and spooky. So that's good. Really super excited. Actually, speaking of spooky, I saw a couple of TikToks and some videos and stuff like that from Transworld. That was, I think, last weekend in St. Louis, I believe. And they had so many cool animatronics for Halloween. And so I'm starting to look forward to Halloween stuff. Actually, when we were out thrifting yesterday, we found a whole bunch of like creepy old porcelain dolls. They were a little bit on the expensive side, so I didn't get them, but we're going to be starting pretty soon here, probably in the next month or two, to pick up some stuff for Halloween for our hunt that we want to do. Because last year was the first year in a few years that we had like kids coming to the house and stuff. And there was a ton, like we ran out of candy really freaking quick. And so we want to have a good hunt done for next year or this year, I guess. Oh, good. Big catch-all cabinet cleared out. I think everybody has one of those, or like a miscellaneous drawer where everything just gets stuffed into it. And the countertop above it cleaned, threw away a bunch of old Tupperware and a million old takeout sauce packets. You know, we always tend to keep them and then we never use them, right? Matt's actually upstairs right now. He's cleaning and doing a little bit of food prep for the week. So he makes our lunches for during the week. He likes to make either salads or Buddha bowls. So a couple times a week, he'll chop up some veggies and boil some eggs and stuff and just have it in the fridge for our lunches. So it's great because I'm usually all over the place, and we have these really cool little containers that we put the lettuce in the bottom, and then it's almost like a bento box on top, and then you put your veggies and your protein and stuff, so then you don't have to mix it together. And then I find it's really really good for our salads and stuff. But his Buddha bowls, he's gotten really good at making them, and he puts like brown rice down in the bottom, and then roasted vegetables and chickpeas, and then he has spinach and stuff that he throws it on the top, and then puts like a little container of tzatziki. And so he's gotten like really good at making healthy, hearty lunches. Yes, good job, Jackie. I'm so happy that Sprints has been able to help you out with getting cleaning done. So, I mean, I guess it's helping Matt too, because I usually do go up and chat with him for a minute or two when we're on break. I'm in need of a good junk drawer clean out myself. We have several throughout the house. I'm sure you do with all of your kiddos and everybody. We're big, sorry. Oh, we're big minimalists around here, so our house has an echo. Yeah. So I'm excited to get back into scanning the rest of these books. And like I said, I'll try that Bookshelf Pro and just let you guys know the difference in it if a couple of you have downloaded it, so that's cool. But I'm super, super, super excited to get back into this book. So I'm going to throw up the kitty. We're going to go for, should we go for another 45, another 30? It's 10 o'clock. So let's go for another 30 minutes. I'm just going to alter my kitty cat here. There we go. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a good sprint. Good luck with your cleaning if you're doing your cleaning, and with your reading, of course. So there's Kitty. We'll get her started. And I'll see you guys in another 30 minutes. Have a good sprint. Hey guys, I don't know about you, but these sprints have seemed to go by really, really quickly for me. It's already 10:30, so I've been at this for 2.5 hours and really, really, really enjoying my book. So it's almost like I felt like I needed it. I guess probably after I've read some terrible books already this year, I really needed something to kind of get me sucked into it. And This book is definitely doing that. So for sure, I'm going to be finished this one today. Really, really super excited to see how it turns out. And I know there's a second one. Um, this is House of Shadows, and I think the next one is called House of Secrets. I think it is only two of them. So I'll probably jump into that one kind of right away. So super, super excited to finish off this story. 11:30, so you're an hour ahead of me. So yeah, I'm gonna be hopping on Amy's sprints 1:30 my time. It's gonna be 7:30 British time. So I'm just gonna go grab some lunch, take a little bit of a break, and then I'll probably continue with either the shelves or a little bit of editing while I'm on sprints with her, and read some more of my book too. So hope everybody made out well and got lots accomplished this morning. I'm really, really happy to have this Sunday morning crew and get back at it because I know we took last week off. So yeah, we'll have these mostly every Sunday. So if anybody's new, I think we have the regular crew around here, but if anybody is new, we do these usually every Sunday morning. And then, like I said, there's going to be a new video up on the channel today, a book haul, of course. So I'm adding a lot of those books to my shelves right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed sprints. I'm going to end the stream here because I want to go get some lunch and have a little bit of a rest before I hop on Amy's sprints this afternoon. So if you guys need to get some more reading done, we are going to be over on her channel and we'll stream through my channel as well. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday and I'll see you guys next week and or in the comments or on Instagram or whatever. So love you guys and we'll see you next time. Bye.